Hey, what's up guys? So I got a pretty interesting post-commentary duel for you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. He's playing some interesting variant of Karakuri with E-Tally. I haven't actually seen this variant with Iron Call, and it actually looks pretty cool. I want to check it out, and I'll think about making it in the future. But he's got a pretty cool deck. I'm just playing some basic EvilSwarms. So I'm testing out a different variant of EvilSwarms. It's got all kinds of hand traps. So he goes for a pretty nasty first turn play. All you need in his deck, I've already kind of realized like how it works. All you need is an E-Tally, a Solar Windjammer, and any of the Karakuris that you can just normal summon, and then one Iron Call, and everything that I just mentioned was at 3. So I'm sure if you had instant fusions, you know, any combination of these would work. So look what I have to do with first turn. There is actually a rank 8 XYZ that requires all 3, and it's actually pretty decent. I was thinking, why did he make it? But perhaps he was going to, you know, do some shenanigans next turn by moving these, because when the battle position of a face-up Karakuri monster you control is changed, he gets to start drawing cards. I was afraid he was going to draw a bunch of cards, but I got lucky there. So I actually go for this pretty awesome play. He max seasons, but I don't even care. He's not going to be able to plus that much. Oh, it's a warning he had. I didn't know what he had face down. So he ends up setting the warning later on. But look what I do, guys. So I end up going for Bahamut, and I take one of his burritos. And so I'm like, okay. So burrito to burrito crash. And then I got, oh, if you're under, kill the Stardust. And so at this point, I feel like it's a smart move. It doesn't matter that he's able to draw 2 cards off of his max C. It's actually technically only a +1 because I'm just getting additional normal summons with my EvilSwarm plays. And I felt like I made a really good play there with my, was it the Mandragro? And then I normal summoned Heliotrope and then detached, and then was able to normal summon an additional time because of Castor's effect. And from there, I was able to get out 2 XYZs, and he only got to draw 2 cards off of it. So it was really awesome for me. So search out a Pandemic, run over his stuff, attack him directly for 2350. Then I have to set this. So it's his turn, and he goes Heavy Storm. Like, oh, he just had to have the heavy, right? Not that I had actual real back row, but it always makes it so he's not scared. So I was afraid that he was gonna go and make a Zen mains because he has to change the battle position of it also, and he adds the Nispachi. And I was like, it's fine, I can Valor this, and the reason why I Valored right then and there is because I didn't want him to make a Zen mains. And on top of that, if this card is left out on the field, when it's selected as an attack target, it has to move its battle position. So that means basically free direct attack. I ended up going for Ophion's effect because I'm like, you know what, if it's a Mirror Force, I would be very, very salty because I would have straight up lost, because if that was a face down Mirror Force, I don't have another infestation. He Heavy Stormed me last turn, so went for it. And I was like, well, it doesn't really matter at this point because the way I look at it, I drew into Maxi. If he's going to make a play, I'm going to draw cards. So he goes for this play, which I'm actually kind of confused on. So he's got a play. He goes and moves over on defense mode. He goes for an Iron Call, and I go Chain Maxi. And this is one mistake I think he made. He goes for this card, knowing that I'm going to have 2 cards in my hand, and on top of that, Bahamut still has a material I can detach. So I think it would have been much better for him if he wanted to. He could have went for Tempo and detached if he wanted to. I don't think that would be a bad option, but I don't think Zen mains was the best option for him. But I mean, he really had very few options. He could have went all in. I think he should have Iron Called, and I mean, he could have potentially made a Black Rose, but he was at 700 life points, so that probably wasn't an option. But very cool deck, and at this point, I mean, he doesn't have anything, so I'm just going to take it, and it's mine forever. And then he dips because it's pretty much game at that point. Well, it actually is game at this point because Soul Morning not gonna really do anything on top of that. I got a Zen mains which I can protect on top of that. He knows I have infestation because I added it last turn because I was afraid of Mirror Force previously. I was thinking about moving one of these to defense mode, but it actually wouldn't have helped because these guys don't have such good defense, at least that they have 1 weak point, right? But I thought he was running a pretty cool deck, and I actually want to check it out in the future. I wish I could click on it, but I can't at the moment. But I want to try out that Emergency Teleport Iron Call Karakuri deck. It looks pretty fun. But anyways, I thought that was just an interesting duel. Especially if you're an EvilSwarm player, you really know that you know, you can push pretty hard, not worry about max C too much. Especially with that cool play that that I did early on, which was the Mandragora normal, and then oh, actually no, I special Mandragora, then I normaled the Castor, and then from there I was able to get an additional normal summon. So worked out all in my favor. But anyways, thanks for watching. Asian Eyes signing out.